Hey guys, I am setting up a alternate power system for my airship, and what it's going to be is a zombie engine. I have charged up a tier 5 zombie pigman spawner, and I decided on zombie pigmen so that I could get gold out of it as well as fuel. And the plan is to centrifuge the rotten flesh for methane and use the methane to fire a boiler. Currently I'm still running on biofuel, and I have this little 2x2 high pressure boiler. As soon as I get some methane stocked up and get the rest of the system built, I will be switching over from biofuel to methane and also increasing the size of my boiler. So I'm gonna explain what I have so far, and then pause the recording and build some more and explain what that is. Initially we have this tank which will be holding methane. I did a test to make sure that the liquid transposer here could dump right to a valve, and it can, so I have one bucket in there already. So I have a liquid transposer and I have a relay, and the liquid transposer will be dumping the methane. You can click this button to switch which, if you're filling containers or emptying them. So I'm going to empty them into the back, which is the tank, and the left side is going to go to the red power relay to feed the tube system with the expended what do you call them? Cells. And I also need to put in the cells somewhere, and I was going to do it on top, so we're going to change this power supply. Oh, come on, jetpack. I'm going to power it from the front there, and then the top will be input of the methane cells. So now I'm going to add the centrifuges and the tubes for that, and then explain that, so I'll be back. Okay, stage 2 is the centrifuges. There's 5 of them, which produces enough methane to fuel the furnace if its heat is I think 983 degrees or hot. If the boiler's heat is 983 degrees or hotter. So when the boiler's at max efficiency, the centrifuges will produce a surplus of methane, but when the boiler's heating up, they will not produce enough. So it's important to have a bank initially. You could run more centrifuges, but even if you double the number to 10, the equilibrium point on the boiler would be 841. So I think we'll only run 5. The liquid transposer dumps the empty cells into this relay, which feeds them into the bottom of the centrifuge, which is the fuel slot, and that's where the empty cans go. The zombie flesh will go into the top of the centrifuges, and the methane cells will be transposed out and fed into the liquid transposer. These transposers will need a redstone pulse to operate, and I still have to hook up LV power to the centrifuges. The rotten flesh recipe takes how much power? Let's find out. $25,000 EUs at low voltage. So I will either need, see, 25 times 5 is 125,000. So I will either need 4 bat boxes or a LV transformer. I will probably just feed them off of a LV transformer and line from my power supply, which is going to move when everything's set up. So I'm not too concerned about hooking these up to power yet. Alright, next step is the zombie rotten flesh collector. So I'll see you guys soon. Alright, I got a few more things built, so I'm gonna update you on that before adding much more. We have our spawning chamber where the zombie pigmen will spawn. I'm gonna attach the Soul Shard spawner to the end of this jacketed redstone. So they'll spawn in this chamber, they'll drop down into water, be pushed into this trough, and fed down to here where they'll stand over this transposer, and 2 melee turtles, which I have yet to build, will kill them. When they die, the stuff they drop will be sucked into that transposer and it will be filtered. This filter pulls out the gold nuggets, which will get packaged into ingots. Oops. Which automatically pass through this transposer. The packager from factorization will automatically shove stuff through a transposer on the side. I'm not sure if it's pulsing redstone when it makes something, but yeah, they'll suck through and go into this chest. The rotten meat will go through a filter here, and will go pass down this pipe, this tube, which we'll deal with in a second, and everything else goes into this chest, which is unfiltered. And if this chest is full, it's going to go down this tube, and I'm going to put a transposer in the bottom of the ship, and we'll just dump the excess into the ocean, because that's what they did back in the day. This chest should get the weapon drops and stuff, and I'll periodically visit it and craft the items into undamaged weapons, and then alloy smelt them down to get more gold. If it becomes a pain, then I may just build a system that ejects them into a void pipe or into lava or something. If it's becoming an issue with pollution in the bottom of the sea, if there's too many items sitting there. Alright, so this this tube that has the rotten flesh is going to feed into a relay, and the relay will eject stuff into a chest. I thought I had a chest. Let me go grab one. The reason I want to eject stuff into the chest is because I need two storages for the rotten flesh. The one that we want to fill up, and then another one that we want to use to detect when we're full. So this guy's going to get a structure pipe, and the structure pipe's going to get a gate, and the gate's going to say, hey, if there's something in me, if there's items in the inventory, emit a redstone signal. And then we need another one of these. Hey, that didn't connect. That's weird. That might be a bug or a graphical glitch. Yeah, it was just a glitch. So the relay will pass items right through the chest. If the chest fills up, the relay will store items and it'll turn off the spawner. So when we have enough flesh, the spawner turns off and we won't process them. Next up, I make the melee turtles, and I want to get a hold of a brain in a jar from Thaumcraft. So I'll get one of the guys who are doing Thaumcraft to make me one, and I'll probably stick it in the floor here, and it'll collect the experience that drops when the turtles kill stuff. So I'll be able to just walk up and punch the brain in a jar a few times and get the experience. Alright, I'm gonna stop recording now and close up the floor here and make the melee turtles, and I'll get back to you. Hey guys, I got my melee turtles in and I'm just programming them now. I named them Abercrombie and Fitch, which I thought was appropriate for dealing with pigmen. I'm creating a program called Startup, which will run automatically when the turtle loads, so I won't have to like restart the turtles all the time. And it is simply a while true loop, so an infinite loop. While true, do turtle attack, and then we'll wait with an OS sleep for 0.3 seconds, and we'll end. And that should be it. Should be as simple as that. So we will, oops, we will control to save and exit, and then we'll reboot the turtle with holding down Control R. So now they're both running. If I were to walk in between them, they'd both hit me. Yeah, so we're not going to do that. Then we need to wall them in a bit. I think I'll use the cage here. Ooh. Oh, that was weird. That's not going to work, so that there. So we'll just use these blocks. Cage there and stairs above it, maybe. And this one's upside down. This is why I spend a lot of time building not on camera. It's easier to fix mistakes when you GIMP block placement and stuff, like I am wont to do. Alright, should I just fill that with a block or a grate? Let's fill it with a block. Alright, so now the turtle should kill anything that goes through. I need to place the spawner next. So let's make one and place it, and then it should start killing. I might have forgotten something, but we'll see. In the meantime, before I place this thing, I'm going to have an extra lever up here. That's not going to do it. Just going to place it here, I guess. Just to make sure that spawner doesn't start spawning while I'm in there. Not that the pigmen are aggressive, I just don't want them escaping or something. Oh, what a pain. There, hover mode. There we go. And, oh, I'm gonna get killed by these. While I'm shuffling my inventory, I don't want to get killed by my turtles. There we go, and this should place it in there. Alright, pigmen engaged. Let's get out of here. Replace those blocks. And when I throw this switch, it should be good. And there they are dying. Awesome. Now the turtles have their own inventory and they're not going to actually suck up anything. So I should actually fill them up with something. Oh, that's loud. I'm going to actually fill them up with cobble or stone bricks or something so that they don't spend all their time loading up. Loading up stuff I actually want to keep. Oh, it's awkward. we go. There's the other one. Oh, look at that. All the experience was trapped. See, look at all this crap he's getting. There we go. Yeah, so I might have to do two things. I mean, we're gonna get a lot of pigment in there. Look at that guy spawned up there, silly guy. So one thing we might want to do is put covers around that wire so that a guy can't stand up there. Should be getting... Yeah, we're getting meat. Oh, some flew out over here, that's weird. Getting gold. Getting swords. We're gonna get way too many swords, I can tell. Tell you what. Yeah, this isn't gonna work with that grate there. Just do an adjustment here after they die. I'm gonna have to get rid of this bottom gate that they're standing on when they die. Wow. Look at that experience, that's crazy. And these things should be loading up with meat. I may have to kill them faster, I may need more turtles, we'll have to see. I want to be able to get the experience, so I'm wondering about maybe using a half slab there. Do I have a half slab? Can I make one? You know, I'll just cut one. Make the rest of these into covers because I'm going to need a few more. There we go. Okay, that should work better. Yeah, it's taking a long time to kill them. I may need to put more turtles in there. Did I only get... Alright, I'll do some messing around. I'm wondering if I'm getting enough meat, but I'll play around with it and get back to you guys. Okay guys, I think I've got the pigman grinder set up all hooked up. It's a little bit complicated, but I think it's going to work. I'm ready to turn it on. I have this cool little brain in a jar collecting the experience. I've got 4 melee turtles killing the pigmen, and the drops are going rotten flesh this way into here. Underneath here, the gold nuggets are being packaged into ingots and getting sent into this. Ingots are also going straight into here. Unbroken swords are going into this relay. Broken swords are going into this chest, which are then crafted into unbroken swords, which go to this relay. That relay then feeds into a blue electric alloy furnace, which smelts the swords into gold ingots, which are then sent into this chest. So this chest should just get gold ingots. Anything that is not a sword or a rotten flesh or a gold nugget or a gold ingot should be just getting transposed out the bottom of the deck into the ocean. Well, onto the scaffold for now, but I don't think I guess there could be like armor drops. I think actually, you know what? Yeah, the armor drop should also go to that relay. I don't have that filtered. If they drop the presents, those are going to clog up the relay. Armor, I think, is going to clog up the relay. So we might have some tweaking to do there. I might have to put another filter in, but we'll see. We're going to turn it on and see what happens. Oh, let me turn down the volume. So we'll see that jump up eventually. We got rotten flesh going, that's good. The turtles, when they kill stuff, the loot can bounce pretty far. You might get some stuff slipping through and shooting out onto the deck here. Anything that shoots back in should get pushed by the water currents into the transposer though. Oh, there's one broken sword. We've got a couple nuggets there that might have been from the, or a couple ingots that might have been from nuggets or direct ingot drops. Don't know for sure. See, some meat got knocked up there, but you know, it's fine. It's fine if the occasional piece doesn't make it through the system. This gate should be set for space in the inventory, so it's pulsing as long as there's space in that relay. So as soon as we get a second broken sword, it should craft a complete one. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have enough meat to feed the centrifuges with this killing speed. Oh, I also need to put covers on the wire so those guys don't have to stay up there. Yeah, if I don't have the killing speed to fuel the centrifuges, we're going to have to do something else too. My next step is to hook up power to those. Oh, looks like we got another stack from the alloy furnace for that to go up that fast. The alloy furnace pulls out 32 ingots at a time, or the filter pulls 32 ingots out of the alloy furnace once a minute, if they're there. I didn't want the timer blinking too fast. Oh, it looks like we auto-crafted a sword, but we didn't see it go through. Well, I didn't see it. You guys might have caught a glimpse of it going through that wood pipe. So it seems to be working. Oh, one just went through. That was cool. Free gold. Not bad. And I don't have an inventory clogging up with random loot shooting out. So I need, every 5 seconds, this pulls 8 rotten flesh out, I believe. Yeah, so I need, and that'll keep these full when they're running. So I need to make 8 rotten flesh every 5 seconds. And I don't think I'm doing that yet. So I may need to tweak that more. I don't really want more melee turtles. So I'm not quite sure what the solution is going to be to that. May have to use a different killing method. Alright, well, that's that stage. I'm gonna check into the kill speed a little bit more, and I'm gonna hook power up to these guys and show you some more then. Okay guys, I think I've finalized this methane system. It's not quite what I expected. There's a problem with the Soul Shard spawners in that when you're not online or not within some kind of proximity of the spawner, it stops spawning. But even with the chunk loader there, it doesn't work. You don't get anything out of it. So your boiler keeps running, you keep consuming fuel, and you keep using your rotten meat or whatever your drops are from the spawn, but you start to run out. And that's a problem because eventually your boiler is going to run out of fuel and cool down, and then, I mean, I think my tank dropped down to like 1,100 barrels, so I used like 900 barrels just to heat up the boiler. So to compensate for that, I considered switching to a zombie spawner, which drops more meat. But in the end, I don't know how good it would work anyway. So what I've done is I've done both. I've got both things happening. I've got the pig spawner still up here. I'm getting tons of gold. There's this, and I'll go show you my other gold in a second. But I also have a wireless transmitter here that turns on and off a underground zombie spawner that's in the same chunk as the boiler, and it doesn't rely, well, it does rely on one of the Soul Shard spawners, but it produces so much that you can stockpile it up really good. So you've got 841 stacks now, and I've got 3 extra dimensional barrels to hold it. So if all 3 of these are full, I could turn off the spawners and run the meat spinners for a week, and then there's still the tank as a buffer. So that's not bad. I don't think I will build a boiler like this again, though. It's too much of a pain. There's too much juggling of, you know, is the chunk loaded? Like, these chunk loaders are currently set so that when I log off, the chunks no longer automatically load. So if the boiler's loaded, but over here the fuel tank is in a separate chunk and it's not loaded, then the boiler can run out of fuel and cool down. If you guys decide you ever want to build one of these, I highly recommend putting your fuel tank above the boiler so it's in the same chunk. Make sure your water source is in the same chunk too. This one is. So anyway, I'll go show you how much gold I have. I have 28 stacks plus 40 there. And then over here, I have 15 plus 34, 15 stacks plus 34 of gold blocks. So yeah, I've got lots of gold. gonna have to build something out of gold blocks sometime. I'll go and show you guys the zombie spawner real quick. I'm actually gonna cut as I walk down there, but I'll talk for a minute as I'm heading that way. Earlier today, I built myself a mining laser and decided I was going to go pew a wither. And unfortunately, the mining laser does not have enough power to kill a wither without an advanced lap pack, or a lap pack, not a bat pack. I don't know if you need the advanced one. So I went down a tunnel here, and I summoned a wither down at the end. And then I ran out of energy in my laser, so I ran away, and the wither did a lot of damage. And then I recharged my laser. I came back and tried again, and I died, and I lost all my stuff. I lost my awesome sword. I lost my mining laser, my efficiency 5 unbreaking 3 pick. Yeah, I lost a bunch of stuff. I was sad. And then I got Truculent to help me kill it. And because it was causing a lot of damage. The server actually crashed, and he was away at lunch, and he came back and started the server up, and we came in and look, this is it ate this whole thing here. I think was done. No, I guess some of it was a chasm, but yeah, he did a lot of damage, and he was getting off. Well, I guess he wasn't that close to the surface, but boy, he was banging around down here for a while. I was rather worried. So anyway, I'm not going to try that again. At least not that way. I did have the foresight to not have all my stuff on me. So, I guess there's that. Alright, where was it? Oh yeah, I was going to show you guys the zombie spawn, or the zombie spawner. And I think I'm close to it now, so I might as well just head that way. Yeah, he did some damage. It was nasty. Barrel chunk sounds right. Whoa. I guess that was there for a reason. So yeah, sometimes it's hard to get around. These caverns were all cut from early drift mining. We've got the new, or the version 7 of the Mindcrack mod finally installed. And we also installed Mistcraft. I'll tell you about that in a second. So here it is. It's just a spawner up there with the wireless redstone to turn it off, and a transposer floor with pneumatic tubes underneath, and it's a constant supply to this ender chest. So yeah, we installed Mistcraft, and we have it highly limited. The recipes are disabled, and we have a mining world with one portal that we can go through to get to it. And that's just to relieve the overworld from like strip mining. We've had a moratorium on powered mining, and now we have a place to go to do that. Other than the Twilight Forest, which we were using to mine. So it's just like a regular world. All the biomes should be just, just a regular place just to go and mine however you want to do it. I currently am not in dire need of resources, so I'm not going to be starting that for a while. Anyway, that's it. There's my showed you my boiler and my zombie machine, and I'll see you guys next time.